my conference in Las Vegas, and we're going to sharpen. I got 4 pairs in this afternoon. Everybody was calling me like crazy while I was in Las Vegas. So here we got a pair of old school Joel's 5.5-inch Salon shears. And I already tested them, but I'm going to show you. 1-ply tissue, and they cut pretty good, not bad. But when we're cutting hair, uh-oh, what did I do with my test hair? Well, I don't know where my good piece of test hair is. We'll use this one. I have to get out some more. So they cut okay down there, but they're still pushing right there, and they're especially pushing at the tips. So we got to fix that. Dale, Jeff, what's going on, buddies? So that's looking bad right there. So there we go. I don't have my other test hair. I'm knocking everything over. I'm missing my test hair. That's not good. Anyway, it'll be what it will be. Hey, Jim, what's happening? Yeah, it was a long week, I'll tell you that. All right, I hate these. This is a split screw, and I do not like these. These are always rough getting apart and back together if you're not careful. The washer is gone. Hey guys, the washer is shot on this one. You see the rust and everything in there? So let me see if I can get that, what's left of that washer in there. See the broken washer? Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There you go. Yeah, you got to be real careful with these for sure. They're old Joel's. I'm going to clean that really good here. Little brushes like this come in real handy. And I'm going to go ahead and take the finger things out and soak them in alcohol and clean inside there real good. Isn't that nasty? All right, so you know what? Let me just go get some alcohol. Exactly. So you guys need to go to one of these events. You know, they're pretty fun, and you do pick up some good tips, and you meet some good people. Yep, you will use this for your ARs, cleaning all the little parts up in it, getting all the nooks and crannies in the chamber. Let's clean down here real good. I hate this spray bottle. Damn it. I'm missing my good spray bottle. I think I left it in my truck. All right. So how was everybody's week? do some good business this week. Yard tools should be real popular right now. Oh, and how's the microphone sound? How's the sound? I'm looking at the threads in there. They look pretty clean. You just run it one more time. Good. I'm using an external mic. Well, I've got all the fans running too. I don't have the dust collector on yet. I'll turn it on here in a minute. Let's see if y'all can hear that. All right, these have pretty good ride lines. Look pretty good. Set looks real good. Let's look at this one. Looks pretty good. So I'm just going to do some light work on the ride lines. That's a lot of clipper blades. That's some serious work there. Yeah, that's man. How many blades can you do an hour? I'm pretty slow at it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Dremel tool right in there. I just kind of cleaned up right there where the cast mark is. I'm just going to do a couple more strokes on the downstroke here. We're good. I think that's got a good ride line. All right, that's one blade done. So let me tell you guys a good story about where these shears came from. I had a message through Facebook while I was in Las Vegas. This girl wanted me to sharpen her shears, and then her husband came this afternoon and dropped them off, and I recognized him. And he said that they had met me at the farmer's market. So even though the farmer's market does not produce a lot of business the day of the market, here's 4 sets of shears that I got from the farmer's market. So you never know where you're going to get business. And also a drapery company called me. A lady has a local company here in League City that manufactures drapes. And I got 11 pairs of Kai scissors to do. I may or may not do them tonight because I told her I'd drop them off on Monday. But this is going to be a good account for me. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to go to her shop on Monday and I'm going to videotape. I need to go do some more. I'm sure there's more drapery places in League City. I just never think about that. I call on the quilt shops and the fabric shops, but I never call on, and the upholstery shops, but I've never called on a drapery place. So something to think about. Oh, you're going to do a trailer, huh? That looks good. You're going all out. All right, Sam. I shouldn't have gone on. I should not have gotten online before getting all this stuff fixed. Oh, and guys, I'm getting ready to switch these out. Watch for my video on that. I did. I really like it. It won't fit on the hero toe. That's the only problem. It will not fit on that. But I do like his machines. But they're pretty good. They're very heavy. You know, they're very heavy. They're not something for toting around. Dale, which hook and loop did you buy? Did you get the fine stuff or the thick? I had no idea there was two different ones until I went to this conference. The only problem about the Typhoon or the whatever they're called, they're very, very heavy and they're very large. So if, you know, for one here in the shop, it'd probably be great to have a big 3 head or something like that because it's so much more efficient and that clamp is so much more efficient. But I don't know if I could tote that thing around. Yeah, Velcro makes it. So I'll show you. Look, so here's the regular Velcro. You see the number? Look at this. See how thin that is? I mean, look how thick this is. I don't know if you can see that or not. So this is half the thickness. I had no idea that there was this tight Velcro. So I'm going to switch these out on here and try it. So you get a little bit harder surface. I just don't have time to do it right now. But that'll be a video in the future. I've tried the PSA. I don't like the feel of the PSA. See, here's the PSA. There's no give whatsoever. So you got to be real careful with that. You know, I've been using these for 7, 8 years now, so I'm real used to this. I'm used to the little bit of give and forgiveness in these hook and loop. But I would like to have a little tighter surface than what I've got. Yeah, that's what these are. These are PSA. See, it's peeling. You're talking about this. Yeah, this has got the adhesive on the back. All of them do. All of these do. All right, we're ready. So like I said, I'll do a separate video on those when I get around to getting that material on there. You always pick up something, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff you like, some of it's good, some of it's not. You know, you just do a judgment call. There's lots of ways to do all this. And of course, everybody's got their opinion, and their opinion is 100% right. All right, these have been sharpened before. I'm always willing to try something different if it works better for me. I tried the PSAs and I did not like it. I mean, I guess it could take some getting used to, but you know, it's hard to get used to something when you're doing tons of business every day and trying to keep caught up. I see now I'm behind from being gone all week. I got farmers market tomorrow, so I got to load my truck tonight, get everything ready. All right, first shear in about 6 days. I don't want to mess it up. I'm rusty. Now we're supposed to get some rain. That front was moving south and east. Is it raining in Florida? Where's my water bottle? Yeah, but Jeff, I can fall off a bicycle too. And I have been known to fall off a bicycle. I'm not very coordinated. All right, that looks pretty good. Looks good. Looks nice. Who wants to answer errands? Pop quiz for you guys. There you go, Caden. Hey, Caden's got it down. I'm going to work a little bit more on it. Didn't like the way that looked. All right, I got most of the burr off. Let's go. Let's go to the old pad here. Now this is just cosmetic here. I'm just getting all the scratches off the back of the shear. Exactly. You got to wiggle it. Oh, the wiggler out there. All right, looks good. We're going to go to the next blade. All right, we're going to convex now. We got a light bevel. Get that bevel out of there now. Can y'all hear the dust collector? Is it microphone? This is a new microphone, so I don't know if it's picking it up or not. And I have the microphone hooked to the boom that's holding the camera, and it's literally, the microphone's literally an inch or so away from my mouth here, so yeah, a few inches anyway. Looks good. Well, was it not all shears are convex, so make sure it's supposed to be a convex. Oh, cool. So I guess it's got some noise canceling to it because it's pretty loud in here. All right, looks good. Okay. You can usually Google the brand and the style, and it'll tell you if they're convex or not from the factory. Sometimes they call it semi-convex. This means it's a micro bevel on it. That looks good. I mean, if a shear is designed by the factory to be a beveled edge shear, you should keep it a beveled edge shear. If it's designed to be convex, it should be convex. My opinion anyway. I know people who would argue about it. You should convex every barber and salon shear. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need this back again. All right, let's go back over here. Let's make sure they look good. Let's see if we got all the. I said I really like. Exactly. Shouldn't the factory know if they design and manufacture something? That's my theory anyway. Batista. Ah, no, I got back late last night. I didn't get any really good video. It was hard to videotape. Caden, this is a 600, and then I'm going to use a. I'm sorry. This is 1,000. This is 1,000 grit, and that's a 6,000. That looks good. Nice that looks. I would recommend, I would recommend 1,000 or 1,500, and then a 5,000, 6,000. 6,000 is probably a little much. I have a 5,000 in my travel case that I use in the salons most of the time, and I got tired of taking them in and out of the truck, so I just got that. Yeah, I do like the 1,000 to or so 1,000 to 1,500 because it cuts so much. That's perfect. That's all you need, man. You don't if you're gonna do salon shears, 1,000 and 3,000 is perfect because you don't want to really over polish, especially a grooming shear. The 1,000, just use the 1,000 for the grooming shear. Don't go 3,000 on a grooming shear. And you really don't need a mirror finish. You really don't. Once again, there's another thing that people will argue about, say I'm wrong, but that's okay. That looks good. What I'm doing is I'm looking in the light for any refraction on that edge. It can push. It'll definitely push on a grooming shear. So I just went over there and just kissed it on the pad. All right, it feels real good. I'm gonna look at it in my magnifying glass. Exactly. And once again, this is only my opinion. I think a lot of the guys over polish knives and shears. Definitely on grooming shears. When I get somebody grooming shears in and I see a polished edge, I'll ask the groomer, has this been pushing fur on certain dogs? And they go, yes, yes. So the shear will be sharp, but it was also too slick to hold the fur. That looks real good. All right, I got to find a washer. I'm gonna move that over there. Let's see. I think this washer right here is going to be the one. Man, sometimes you just get lucky, you know what I mean? Jim is exactly right. And other ethnic groups' hair. You have to be conscious of who they're cutting, whose hair they're cutting. Oh, I'm doing it bass backwards. Okay, it's on. I couldn't see the washer. And that's what I hate about these split screws is getting that screw back in there without stripping it and dropping it like that. I almost stripped it, but I got it. That was too tight, way too tight. All right, I'm gonna test it. I am gonna do a wet test on this. Let me turn those my fans off. Blows my toilet paper. I don't like the way it's cutting. So I went back to the polishing pad, just gave it a little bit of polish and see if it cuts a little bit better. I'm not pushing anymore. This hair is so thick. See that? That looks good. All right, let's clean up her finger grips or cushions or whatever you want to call them. All right, that's one pair. Another little pair of Joel's. Just pushing at the tips. Oh my God. See the inside of them? See the grime inside of them? I don't know. Let's see how this, if there's a washer. I can't tell if there's a washer in there or not. There is, but it just, see that? Look at it, fell apart. So I was talking to some of these guys. They charge for washers, like $5 for a washer. I'm like, that's crazy. You know what? Was that broken? Let's feel that. Yeah, it's not broken. Y'all remind me that the pink one went on the thumb hole. No, I guess the finger hole. Anyway, where the finger rest was. Well, I don't know if it was a thumb or not. Which one is it? It's actually the finger hole. So it's this one. I said it wrong. Don't mess me up, Jeff. Hard for me to remember what I'm doing. I don't like the way that looked. It's all right. It's got just a little. It's got just a little nick, a little something right there at the tip. Joel, yeah, Joel brand. Your autocorrect said Jewel. I know that's what. I knew you meant Joel, but your autocorrect said Jewel. Does that to me all the time on the phone. I knew what you meant. That's fine. Well, this thing's got no hollow grind to it whatsoever. This is this is a poor set. I bet these are counterfeit Joels because most Joels have better hollow grind than that. Really depends on the steel on the knife. You know, if it's a good quality steel and you can get it to 18 or 16 degrees, it'll be good. But some steel won't hold an edge at that, so I'd say 20 degrees on a cheap steel. But you know, if it's a hunting knife, you're only going to use it on one animal probably. Even if it's a cheap one, lower that edge angle. Get it razor sharp and just sharpen it next time you have a deer. That's my theory anyway. I have 3 or 4 SOG Pup 2s, which is not super great steel, and I put them all at 18 degrees. And even if you've got a hog with that tough hide and everything on, it'll hold pretty good. You can get to a big hog on that knife. Well, thanks for watching and thanks for the question. Anybody else have a comment on that? What do you guys recommend for a hunting knife? We got multiple sharpeners on here to chime in and answer you with their opinion. Yeah, and that's the problem. It depends. It just depends on the knife. Well, if it's a softer steel, then maybe go to 20. But like I said, if you're going to use it for just one deer, one hog, or whatever, softer steel, you can do a lower edge angle. Just know you got to sharpen it afterwards. Flint, yeah. So you're going to do one deer. No, mossy oak. I don't know. You have to look it up. It's probably like a 440C steel or something. Who knows? But if I have somebody tell me specifically, put this edge angle on it, I don't argue with them. And I make note on their receipt, customer requested this edge angle. Yeah, I would think you could get away with an 18. You're just not going to get more than one deer out of it. You probably should get you something a little finer. You should probably go to about 1500 on it. 800 is going to leave it a little toothy. It may be okay. Toothy would be real good for a hog. Oh, Oh, okay. I thought he was going to give you shit about it. Do what they want you to do. Those are good customers to have. I have the same guys come every week, and I sharpen their pocket knife every week. You're quite welcome. Well, thanks for watching the channel and talking to us. All right, guys, I got 2 more. I got to get something to drink. I am dying of thirst. I don't know, I'm dehydrated. Yeah, it's way too often for a pocket knife. I was like, "You sure? You sure? Yeah, put another edge on it." All right, man. You know, they're mostly opening boxes all day with it, and those boxes that um, hard cardboard eats up a knife blade. Well, I use when I'm at the markets, I use basically some dry lubricant. I don't know if I'd use wax or the 3M makes some dry silicone lubricant. Lions, what message? Are you the one who just sent the message on Facebook? I can't see it, but something came across. All right, I'm gonna turn that. Somebody messaged me on Facebook, but I can't see it at this time. Yeah, I saw it in the chat. I don't do hand planes. Yeah, you would have to have a jig. If you have a Tormek, you can do them on the Tormek if you have one of those. If you're looking to do it by hand on stones, I know they make a little jig that you can do planer blades. I just don't do planer blades. I don't do any woodworking tools or anything like that. Larry, aren't you great? Appreciate that, brother. All right, it's cutting clean. Let's try the hair. God, it's hot in here. Turn those fans off. It gets warm. Still catching at the tip there. I got to fix that. And these are cast shears, so I'm not going to be able to bend them. Still pushing. Yeah, exactly. One of those rolling jigs. If you do a lot of them, yeah, that's much better there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got it from pushing now. Still, I hate these split screws. It was good. It was a good time. It was more on sales of shears and less on sharpening techniques. I did pick up a few sharpening techniques and things talking to other people. So I'm not going to, it wasn't bad. Let's just say that. Would I go again? Yeah, I would. Maybe not next year, maybe in a couple of years. All right, so that's 2 done. I'll be right back. I got to get something to drink. All right, we got another pair to go. Oh man, I'm so thirsty. Oh, all right. Give you an idea here. Oh, I got a soda. I got sparkling water. No alcohol. No alcohol tonight. Oh, I didn't put the rings back. I didn't put the rings back in, Jeff. Well, have one for me, Dale. What was I supposed to do here? I think the paint goes in here. Jeff has had enough of this clown show. He left. Ah, there he goes. You're awesome, Jeff. Oh, those are tight. Look at that. All right, these are both the same, so we're not going to worry about the. I don't think this lady's a full-time salon person because these are all dried out and all the goop on it's super dry. All the washers are. This one doesn't have a washer either. Nope. To replace a bumper on a shear. Anybody think that's reasonable? The nasty in there. See how nasty that is? Somebody keeps calling me. So if it goes to voicemail, the camera's going to shut down. Have a good one, Dale. Have a beer for me. I've had like 3 calls come in and 2 have hung up. Let's see if this one leaves a message or not. I swear I'm drinking sparkling water. It's not beer, I promise. The truth is I drank too much this week at that show and didn't do any exercise for 4 full days. Yeah, it wasn't good. I lost a whole $20. I am not a gambler. I do not like throwing money away. When we go to Vegas, my wife likes to gamble. I just do not. I'll usually find a bar where there's good people watching, and I'll sit in there and drink and people watch. But if you guys get a chance to go to one of these. There, Cliff Curry's going to have one in April of next year. The Western Sharpeners Roundup, and I think I'm going to go to that. I'll see who the speakers are. If it's the same speakers that were here at this one, I won't go. I'd like to see some new people, some new sharpeners, and some new equipment and things like that. So we'll see. We'll see what he does. I'm sure he'll announce it in the towards the end of this year. Well, the thing is, I was a financial advisor for 29 years, and I worked hard for my money that I have saved, and so I know the odds of the casino, and the odds are horrible. I'm not looking for a sure thing, but I like pretty good odds. Yeah, I like a little bit more control. Actually, I have sharpened some fly tie and scissors before. The company that makes this, Hirito, Wolf Industries, has a subsidiary that makes all kinds of fly fishing, fly tying equipment. It's not called Wolf Industries, but they have a subsidiary company because evidently David Wolf, the owner of the company, is a big fly fisherman. I don't do very many of them. We don't have much. We don't have much fly fishing in Texas. I did some Metzenbaum scissors this afternoon. Yeah, just go to the Wolf Industries website, and they have a link somewhere on there. I've seen that link, and I've looked at their their subsidiary. Wolf is spelled W-O-L-F-F Industries. They're in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Look at that. Gum that stuff up. Oh. I need to polish that up again. I left that looking nasty. This is just cosmetic work on here. Oh, excuse me. Man, I tell you what, in Vegas, that dry weather was killing me. I had to get back to Texas to get some humidity. Larry, I appreciate the $5. You're awesome. If you're still on there. I'll have a margarita tomorrow night in your honor. We usually go to dinner after the farmer's market, so I'm too tired to cook. We're almost done with these, and we got a pair of thinners to do. This was a long video. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, the people who have, and I appreciate the thumbs up and the $5 from Larry. I hope I got some new subscribers out of it. That's how I get my little income from YouTube every month, is from the people watching the videos. Usually the new subscribers go back and watch the videos, at least some of them. It's boring stuff, you know. Like I said, this is for my entertainment, not you guys. That's what I've said. I enjoy talking to y'all. Looks good. Looks real good. Looks good. All right, I'm gonna go kiss the wheel a little bit. Oh, dang it, I dropped them. Luckily, I have a padded floor. All right, I got to find a washer. Probably going to be the same size as the other one, the other two. And I bet you anything that I'm going to have to replace the one on the thinning shears too. I don't think this woman is a professional. I think she's a retired professional stylist and has just doing this for the family because everything was dried out. Usually the schmutz inside here on the professional stylist is oily. None of these were oily. It was all dry. Oh man, that cut good. That cut really good. Those are cutting nice. All right, those are done. Let's do the thinning shears now. All right, we got one more pair. That may be a little tight. That's good. All right, let's knock these out and get on with it today. I've got 11 pairs of scissors to do, but I told her I wouldn't drop them off until Monday. So I'm going to load the truck. I'm going to call it quits for tonight. That's not bad. I'm going to go use my mannequin. I don't like using. Yeah, they're catching hair on the mannequin. They're not catching hair here. And this is real hair. I'm not sure that mannequin is real. So I'm gonna message her and say, hey, how often do you use these? Because they feel like they're cutting pretty good to me. But if you insist, I will sharpen them. So I'm gonna let you guys go because I've got to text her and I'm gonna see what she says. I hate to sharpen something if it doesn't need sharpening. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Maybe I'll sign on at the farmer's market tomorrow. We'll see. You guys have a good night. Take care.